Hello dear students, I welcome you all to the second session of the third chapter, Playing with Numbers. We will be talking about prime numbers and composite numbers in this tutorial. We'll be looking at how to find the factors, how to count the factors, and how to determine whether a number is a prime number or a composite number. So starting the tutorial from prime numbers. The numbers other than 1 whose only factors are 1 and the number itself are called prime numbers. As you all know that 5 is only divisible by 5 and 1. So there are two factors of 5. Therefore, it is a prime number. Similarly, 23 is also expressed as 1 into 23. That is, factors of 23 are 1 and 23 only. There are two factors of 23, therefore it is a prime number. So this is how we can say whether a number is a prime number or a composite number. What is a composite number? A composite number is defined as a number having more than two factors. Very simply explained, that if any number have more than two factors, such a number is called as composite number. For example, if you look at the factors of 9, the factors are 1, 3 and 9. Therefore, it is a composite number. Similarly, if you look at the factors of 14, it is divisible by 1, 2, 7 and 14. So there are four factors more than 2. Therefore, 14 is a composite number. Now, I just said the numbers other than 1 whose factors are 1 and the number itself are called as prime numbers. So what about 1? 1 is either a prime number or a composite number. It may be some of one of them. No. So 1 is neither prime nor composite. It does not come in the category of prime number, neither it comes in the category of composite numbers. Second thing you have to be careful about is any whole number greater than 1 is either prime or composite. Now try out a question. Write 7 consecutive composite numbers less than 100 so that there is no prime number between them. So consecutive means you should not skip the numbers in between. So if you try to write such numbers, you will see that 89 and 97 are the prime numbers. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96 lies between 89 and 97. All these numbers have more than two factors. Therefore, all these numbers are consecutive composite numbers. Now let's get to know about the mathematician Eratosthenes, who gave us a way to find the prime numbers. He was a Greek mathematician, astronomer and geographer in Egypt in 200 BC. He invented a method for finding prime numbers that is still used today. It filters out numbers to find the prime numbers. Now, let's discuss the steps that he followed to find the prime numbers. First of all, write down numbers from 1 to 100 and then follow these steps. Step 1. Cross out 1 since it is neither prime nor a composite number. Step 2. Encircle 2. All the numbers divisible by 2 are even numbers, so cross out all the multiples of 2. Step 3. Encircle 3. Cross out the multiples of 3 also. Step 4. Encircle 5. Cross out the multiples of 5. Step 5. Encircle 7. Cross out the multiples of 7. Step 6. Encircle 11. Cross out multiples of 11. Now all the encircled numbers are prime numbers. Rest all the crossed numbers except 1 are composite numbers. So this is how we can segregate prime numbers and composite numbers. So this is how you will get the numbers, the crossed ones and the encircled ones, and you can see clearly the encircled numbers are prime numbers and the crossed numbers are composite numbers. You can check it by just cross checking by writing the multiples of factors of the numbers also. Now let's solve the questions of exercise 3.2 after gaining the knowledge of prime numbers and composite numbers. So let's start with question number 1. What is the sum of any two odd numbers? So you can take any two odd numbers and try to find out the sum, and you will see that it comes out to be an even number. Second part is, what is the sum of any two even numbers? So take any two even numbers. There is a list of even numbers in front of you. Take any two even numbers and find out the sum, and you will see that the sum of even numbers, any two even numbers, is also an even number. Question number 2. State whether the following statements are true or false. The sum of three odd numbers is even. So you can take an example of three odd numbers. For example, I take 1 plus 3 plus 5. So 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9. So 9 is an odd number, and here it is written the sum of three odd numbers is even. So the statement is false. Second is, the sum of two odd numbers and one even number is even. The statement is true. The product of three odd numbers is odd. It is also true. If an even number is divided by 2, the quotient is always odd. So this statement is false. All prime numbers are odd. This is also a false statement. So the last four statements, you can take examples of your choice and just check whether it is true or false. These are the further statements given in question number 2. You can take examples of your own choice and just cross check all these statements also. Now question number 3. The numbers 13 and 31 are prime numbers. Both these numbers have same digits 1 and 3. Find such pairs of prime numbers up to 100. So there are three pair of numbers, 17 and 71, 37 and 73, 79 and 97. These are the three such pairs who have same digits. Next is question number 4. This is an easy question. You can attempt it yourself. Question number 5 is again an easy question. Question number 6. Express the following as the sum of two odd primes. Two odd primes means two odd numbers, and those odd numbers should be prime also. So A part is 44. So 44 can be expressed as 7 plus 37. 7 is also an odd number. 37 is also an odd number, and both these numbers are also prime. You can change the position of addends as well. You can write 37 plus 7 also. Similarly, 36 can be expressed as 5 plus 31. 24 can be expressed as 11 plus 13. And 18 can be expressed as 5 plus 13. Question number 7. Give three pairs of prime numbers whose difference is 2. So here we can learn about twin prime numbers. The prime numbers whose difference is 2 are called as twin prime numbers. So in question number 7, you have to write down three pairs of twin prime numbers. Both should be prime and the difference should be 2. So 3 and 5 is such a pair, 7 and 5 is such a pair, 11 and 13 is such a pair. You can write any other pair as well. Question number 9. Write 7 consecutive numbers less than 100 so that there is no prime numbers in between. We have discussed this earlier also. Question number 10. Express each of the following numbers as a sum of three odd primes. So A part is 21. 21 can be expressed as 3 plus 7 plus 11. So all three are odd primes. 3 is also an odd number and a prime number. 7 is also an odd prime number. 11 is also an odd prime number. Similarly, 31 can be expressed as 7 plus 11 plus 13. 53 can be expressed as 11 plus 19 plus 23. 61 can be expressed as 5 plus 13 plus 43. You can try out yourself also, and you can If possible, you can find out another ways for expressing such numbers. Question number 11. Write 5 pairs of prime numbers less than 20 whose sum is divisible by 5. And the hint is 3 plus 7 is equals to 10. So the question is, you have to write down 5 pairs of prime numbers that should be less than 20. The sum of the pair should be divisible by 5. Right, so all of you know the divisibility rule of 5, that the ones place should be 0 or 5. So 3 plus 2 or 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, correct. 7 plus 13 is equal to 20, so 20 is divisible by 5. 11 plus 19 is equals to 30, 30 is divisible by 5. 3 plus 17 is equals to 20, 20 divisible by 5 again. 17 plus 13 equal to 30, 30 divisible by 5 again. And all the pairs, the 5 pairs that we have taken, the numbers in the pair are all prime numbers. So that's all for the exercise. You have to do all the questions of exercise 3.2 neatly in your notebook. Hope the concept is easy and clear to everyone. Thank you.